Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are inside Moonrise Towers after successfully taking out the trash. If you missed what happened, Minthara walked too far away from my party and caused an all-out riot inside of Moonrise Towers. Most of the guards were permanently hostile, and we had a massive brawl in the previous episode where I almost lost everything. Remember, this is an honor mode playthrough. This is only like literally maybe 20% of the corpses. This is an honor mode playthrough. So if our entire party dies, our save file is deleted. We join our party after looting literally everything, and I am not exaggerating. Anything that wasn't tied down, and even some stuff that was, I've sold to our good friend over here. Oh no, we moved together. I sold to our good friend over here, Roa Moonglow. I kind of wish I sold everything in Act 1 to her.
Ever at your service.
I guess they kind of left the goblin encampment pretty quick, because look how hilarious this inventory is at this point. And this is just from Act 2 items. It's kind of getting outrageous. You see my favor here with her, my attitude, my influence with her, that actually totally reset down to negative, and I had to build that back up again. So a lot of this stuff she was given for free. That's why I decided to loot everything. I also had a quick panic when I was setting up the song for our pan in. One of the goblins shot Astarion because he was so bad at playing the lute. Oh my goodness. I thought the fight was breaking out all over again. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're looking forward to today's episode. We're going to start off by going back to camp. I thought we should spend some time talking to Minthara, too. It's been a little while. We should probably get up to speed with how she's feeling. Then we're going to head over to the Dark Justiciar Central over on the other side of the House of Healing and head down into the pit. We're probably going to split that up into 2 videos down there, but I wanted to approach with a potion of mind reading today and see if I can dig into the thoughts of, I don't want to spoil who's there, but the person who's out front and waiting for us. So thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let's go ahead and settle in. Oh, some things I wanted to cover too. I did equip the +3 AC shield to Minthara that the whole riot started over. That has been equipped for her. Someone mentioned that Dungen doesn't have a shield, and you were 100% right. For some reason, I just spaced on that. So I can get a few more AC on Dungen too, and that'll be really good. Also, upcoming, it is definitely time to consume Auntie Ethel's hair that we got in early Act 1, bringing my charisma up to 18. We're going to need that soon. I don't want to spoil why, but it is on the horizon. One of the vendors that we took down in the Moonrise Brawl dropped the Halberd of Vigilance. Vigilance, I can speak. This is going to be Astarion's new weapon. It needs to be equipped for the day, like we have to buff it, but we'll just do that when the sun rises. Very similar damage, but also comes with these fantastic effects. So, looking forward to using that. Usually use this on my barbarians. It's a very fun weapon. I like how Lae'zel went back to her camp after everything that happened. It's been a wild few days. Now, let's go talk to Minthara, see how she's feeling.
You wish to consult me?
I do. Do you remember all that you did in the Absolute's name? I'm actually curious how much she knows about Kethric's invulnerability, because this very topic is going to be coming up very soon.
I fought at his side once, shortly after my conversion. Before the battle, he was everything a general should be. A charismatic leader with a brilliant strategic mind.
Okay.
And when the fighting began, he led his troops from the front and cut through the enemy like a scythe through stalks. Blows
Effortless.
and arrows rained down on him, and before long, his face was a mask of blood. But he did not fall. He did not even falter. When we won the day, Kethric's armor was bent and shattered, but his flesh was unmarked.
Wow. She described that so well. How is that possible, Minthara?
I have lived long enough to know that few things are impossible in this world. Ketheric's power is a rare thing, though. I have never seen its like. The necromancer Balthazar is Ketheric's chief advisor.
Balthazar.
One who has mastery over the dead may well be able to help the living cheated. He is usually in his laboratory, elbow deep in offal, or clinging to his master's side. If he left Moonrise, his mission must be urgent. We should ransack his chambers and see what secrets he keeps for the great general.
We already did, and I kind of want to say we got an item for her build in there, so that's so funny that she said that. You're a paladin. What's the nature of your oath? She does have 2 levels in paladin in order to get smite. The rest of her levels are in sorcery. I wanted to keep those paladin levels, though, because that's her default class, and we've never had Minthara in our party before.
I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Lolth.
Oh.
Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute.
Okay, how's that gonna play out if we're going down the path of following the Absolute? Wow. Okay, I'm glad we had this conversation with her. Don't know how to feel. That seems hypocritical, considering you intend to take the power of the Absolute yourself, as Dungen may do as well.
When I have had my vengeance on the cult, I do not know if my oath will still hold. I do know that when I take the Absolute's power, I will not lose control of it as our enemies have. I will harness it to create a more perfect world.
Holy
Any
shit.
who object to the laws of that world will have no place in it, of course. And I will gladly eradicate them.
Wow. I wonder if that's a path we can go down. I'm afraid to say too much, but I wonder if we could pass power to Minthara. I wonder what her idea of a perfect world looks like. I'm curious to hear your thoughts about our companions, too.
A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind?
Well, we get fewer by the day. What do you think? How do you and Lae'zel get along? That's hilarious.
I have encountered few Githyanki in my life. Those that I did were raiders. They croaked out pleas for mercy in their alien tongue as they died. Meeting Lae'zel makes me wish I knew more of their culture.
Well, too bad. Too bad, isn't it? Why not ask Lae'zel to educate? It seems like a rather brutal culture.
To one who only sees the surface of things, perhaps. You should look deeper. In spite of her youth, there is a patience and precision in Lae'zel's thoughts and actions that I admire.
No, it's a shame we all struck her down.
Will strengthen as she matures.
I suppose we could poke into this because she's still technically in our party. She's just deceased. Well, the most intimate question of all. Do you remember all that you did in the Absolute's name?
I was the Absolute's dagger. I remember every throat that it held me to, and every drop of blood it forced me to spill. I take no responsibility for the lives I took.
Do you?
I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded.
I remember the Grove. You seem to be enjoying taking those lives. Oh. Yeah, seriously, this one? It's kind of ironic for Dungen to say that too, considering he has so many mind-altering powers like confusion, hold person, command. To lose free will and be forced to kill, that must be horrible.
I would rather die than endure it again. The tadpole, the Absolute. They work together like a drug. I did not feel I was compelled to act against my will. I felt ecstatic to serve. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. The best choice. Even though I could no more have resisted its commands than flesh can resist decay. Even rational minds like ours cannot reject such a powerful influence. The absolute can make the impossible seem inevitable.
Well, it was great talking to you, Minthara. I love to be able to pick your brain, learn a little bit more about you. Granted, I've already shared thoughts with you and stuff, but you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and call it a night. I'll do our daily ritual of buffing all of our weapons and getting ready for the day. And I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen at all. Everything's fine. Shadowheart's still in acid. She loves it. It cleanses her skin. It exfoliates. Wow, we actually are good. I could get used to this. I could get used to not being woken up in a panic every morning. I think I'm going to give this ring to Minthara as well. It's the Ring of Arcane Synergy. I don't remember when we got it. I don't remember if I even planned it for her, to be honest. I don't have my spreadsheet open right now. But she was using this Ring of Elemental Infusion, which just enhances her weapon damage a little bit. I've been playing her as just a hard caster, so that should help out with her spell damage a bit. And we've made our way to the northern side of the zone, refreshed and ready to go. Dungen is going to reach into Minthara's back. Look how organized I've gotten. Oh my goodness, it's gotten so good. I have actually just recently purchased this one, so I don't know whose inventory it went into. But right before I called it a day, I got a potion of mind reading. Drink to probe into the minds of those around you. You'll be able to read the thoughts of certain creatures while speaking to them. Usable until long rest. So Dungan's going to drink that. It's going to be my active elixir for right now. We're going to make our way up these stairs because a familiar face is waiting nearby.
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead.
What a
Through
whale.
the dark he went creeping and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which he himself fed.
Nice. Nice. I say this every time, but it's so perfect. How long have you been standing there practicing this little recital? I'm going to go with the first one. A warning, no less. Don't tell me you're actually worried about little Dungen, are you?
Merely protecting my assets. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead.
Isn't he kind of manipulating me here? I don't want to say too much. He kind of is, though, right? What dangers are those?
Oh, we both know they are soon to be revealed. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role.
How do you know there's danger ahead?
My dear friend, I think you'll find I play my part in many a plot indeed. Cannot the same be said for you these days, true soul?
You've got a point. Paint me a picture then, demon.
There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long, tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed.
Paint me a clearer picture than that. I'm kind of disappointed. I don't have an option to probe his mind here. Maybe it only works on humanoids and he's technically a devil. Yeah, I don't know. Paint me a clearer picture, damn it. I have so much persuasion. This should help. Now, let's not forget, I'm definitely casting friends and guidance. Let's not forget Asterion wanted to talk to him too. And so far, he hasn't butted in or anything like that. He's sitting there pretty patiently so far. That's rolling up to a 30.
Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action.
Insight, you're still only telling me half of what you know. I can tell. Dungen, always insightful. We need a 10. We rolled a 8. That'll roll up to a 12.
This creature and I go back a long way. I admit it would be in my best interest as well should it remain trapped in the dark. Or misplace its head, perhaps.
Ooh, he likes
I
that
should
one.
relish its reacquaintance. Let's leave it at that.
That's like the acquaintance I'd like to make, actually.
Listen here, Pipsqueak.
Oh,
Do
shit!
not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede.
Wait. Before you go, I have a proposal of my own.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
It's something of great importance to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I can give you all the gory details, and I will, once the beast that lurks below is vanquished and sent back to the hells.
So he's only going to give us the information we want if we strike down the foe he was talking about. And before I continue, I want to really emphasize something he said there. When he said, I need to strike first because the odds are not in my favor. The fight he's referring to usually kills us. I think during our original playthrough, it didn't because I stole an item nearby and just ran. In our co-op playthrough, our party nearly wiped. In the Calarco Lark playthrough, the strongest monk in the known universe, we barely lived, just 2 characters still standing at the end of it. So I wanted to try something today. I've heard there's a way to make that fight easier. Or maybe not easier, but a different way of approaching it. And I've never tried it. So we'll see what we can do today. What are you talking about, Asterion? What scars? I saw someone on Twitter recently get this as a tattoo. That is some commitment on their back.
You haven't told them, and you've kept your clothes on this whole time. How unlike you.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Why
you
not
could have,
let them see?
gotten more knowledge about that if you had intimate knowledge of Asterion.
God damn it.
And now he's naked. Yes, I love musical
Don't
instruments.
pout,
Yes.
Spawn. Just destroy the beast, and I'll happily reveal your secrets instead of your skin.
Yes, fine. We'll kill this damn creature of yours.
Then we have an understanding. I look forward to our next meeting. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite.
Well, now you know.
That carving looks like it sucked when they did that, man. Sorry about that, man.
Cazador worked on it from dusk until dawn, all with an ancient blade he called his needle.
Great.
Cutting and tearing. Starting over if I screamed or winced too much. It was a rough night. But what's done is done. So how about we stop discussing it and just kill this beast? Although I should probably get dressed first.
Yeah, I agree. You should. All right, and we are about to head inside. I've done this place a few times. I do think it is some phenomenal level design. And of course, I'm saying that without even knowing all of its secrets. I'm about to try something new today. I did think it'd be fun to try to not read any of the books and just see if I could remember how to open this. Which, if I don't do correctly, we're going to get like a trap placed on us. So I think I know how to do it. I kind of wanted to do this quickly. So Dungan's feeling brave. All of these traps won't trigger if I do this right. If I mess this up, they will all trigger. I think the book for the answer is located right up here, just in case you were curious. Okay, our group is back together. We see the very first of the movable platforms. Wait a minute, a dirt mound? What the heck? Why is there a bunch of dirt on this concrete? I mean, I guess there's a bunch of rocks there. Okay. Hey, arrow of lightning. Animal speaking. Oh, that kind of makes sense that they would give this to us here, actually. Maybe I'll equip that really fast. And some gold. Okay, let's move down to the next area. Oh, I should have gone back to visit my vendor before starting today's adventure, too. Just to get some more arrows. What are you doing, Dungen? What's that? I think Dungan's such a handsome Duergar. I wish his beard didn't clip to his armor all the time. Well, we've made it. Now, of course, this place is very, very important to our dear cleric, Shadowheart. I would fucking hope she passed the religion check. If she didn't, I would be disgusted. Ugh, this is her religion, after all. Her god. At least that she can remember. The next door opens and we see the next obstacle in front of us. It is a gauntlet that will completely disappear if it is exposed to light. So the only way you can see the path through this puzzle is by turning off all of the lights. Because of course Shar is the goddess of like nothingness and darkness and stuff. I've been here before.
Welcome, child.
Hey!
Follow my voice and prove your worth.
Will do. Thank you for letting me in. Here we go. There is some stuff off to the sides, as well as like a treasure room and some stuff over here. I'm definitely going to loot this place pretty thoroughly, but I want to find some stuff. And just beyond this door, we should be able to do just that. Well, actually, I don't know. It might be a little different this time. I doubt it. Let's see.
You do not belong here.
Well, actually, I was sent by Ketherick.
Your mind upends. Somehow, in the decayed soup of this creature's brain, a tadpole lives. Another presence nurtures it.
You have a tadpole?
Manipulates it like a puppet.
No, you do not belong. This is the Dark Lady's house. She has no use for old, faithless bones.
You plunder. You meddle.
Oh!
You upset my plans. Leave.
Is Shadowheart going to make these guys mad enough at us that, like, they want to kick us out of the club? Are we about to be escorted off the property? Zarel sent me. I'm here to help a certain Balthazar. Some necromancers. I've heard of making instruments out of bones, but this is just ridiculous. That's such a funny line. Let's see what he says.
Bones! They are more than bones.
Oh, is this Balthazar speaking?
More than flesh. More than skin, blood, hair, and piss. They are more. They are mine. Now leave.
You're kind of making a racket.
Stupid worm-infested cockhead! You have awoken the shadows. My forces are split. The defenses are thin. Rally on me. A wall of bone and blade against the darkness. Now!
I like how I get blamed for this when he was the one yelling and making a scene. I was very calm and collected. Well, what we see here is Dark Justiciars. Justiciar Avengers, that's what they're called. Rising up from these kind of portals, these umbral tremors around the room. I want to say Holly got here on Tactician, and this place was surprisingly difficult. So I don't want to... Oh, hey! The Blood of the Thunder blinds these guys. I could probably hold this side down, no problem, especially if we cast Swirly Release with radiant damage. I'm just going to walk at this thing next turn. I can't really move too much more right now. Asterion is going to start by running directly towards the furthest away enemy, jumping by their side. And I'm actually going to swing at the spawner and not at them first, just to make sure that that gets removed as soon as possible. Fantastic hit to the back. Oh my goodness! What a slap! Wasn't even raging or anything. He was calm and collected on that massive hit. Minthara is going to make her way up the stairs to look to the sides and cast an Ice Knife. I was hoping... Oh, she doesn't even have enough movement to do that. Could you cast... No, I can't hit the umbral thing on that side at all. But we do get a prone out of that cantrip cast. I do love to see that. I think I'm going to have Dungen do one of his slashing flourishes. One hitting the umbral tremor and another hitting... probably going to have an easier time hitting the archer, so we'll do that. Nice. That gets rid of the tremor. I have one more attack, and I'm going to try to send it at the other one that Minthara couldn't hit. And we did it. So we're not going to get any more spawning enemies here, at least during this round. But they might have something to say about what we've done so far. One enemy prone, we see a mark of putrefaction being cast and a range attack going out, dealing 16 damage to the Justiciar Avenger. These guys move into melee range, so they're probably going to hold down this left side. I shouldn't have to worry about too much from that. Asterion's locking down this middle guy, and Shadowheart has the right side covered. So I think we're in a great spot so far. Concentration broken. Not only that, she's took 50 points of damage. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm kind of glad it paused. Give me a second to read what just happened. He hit for 22 radiant damage. Wow. No, she took 44 force damage. It was redirected for some reason. Wait, did these guys do some crazy stuff? Radiant retort? Oh no! Whenever you take radiant damage, reflected back at your attacker twofold. Oh no! Well, her entire build is radiant damage. I hope the warding flare helps. Oh, it wasn't even an attack on me. Well, that is gonna complicate things. Does everyone have that? Yes. It appears they do. That's so funny because maybe they didn't have this on normal. Beckoning darkness. That's not too much damage. We'll just backlash that. Maybe they did have this on normal, and for Kalarko Lark, for his open palm build, his open hand, you can pick the element that you want to modify with your punches. And I always did psychic damage because he was the smartest Githyanki. So I never even had radiant damage on my hands coming in here, but I could have run into this problem potentially if it existed. Well, if I can't do radiant damage, that means it's time to bust out the fire. I'm going to do a level 2 Scorching Ray. I kind of hate that we're threatened. Why don't you just hold tight, Shadowheart, and we'll let another Slashing Flourish go from our boy Dungen. One shot on the archer, the other on the shield. And the shield hits, funny enough. I didn't think that was going to happen. Wow, we are so far ahead of this fight. I wonder if we could just end it early. Dungan's going to attack once again that archer by his side and then send another one super far towards one of the Avengers, killing the Avenger on that side and the archer over here. With the rest of our turn, I'll kind of, just stand in the middle. Binthar is going to fire off a Ray of Frost once again at the same target she knocked down earlier, if I'm able to do so, and I'll get this text off your screen too. That's crazy. I didn't look at their buffs at all. I was so unprepared for that. Looks like I wasn't able to kill that guy this turn. He is going to... Ooh, maybe... Is that greedy? Because if they continue to spawn, I'm going to be in pretty big trouble. But go for the glory, right? Let's make it a level 3 cast since I can't cast my normal thing. Path is interrupted. No, don't say it's true. That looks good. I don't know why I have disadvantage. Are you fucking kidding? 3 damage? That was awful. Wow, that was horrible. Who's got all my potions? I'm gonna drink one of the medium ones. God, we barely got healed with that too. Go ahead and end that turn. Asterion is going to jump into action. Do you get it? It's because I leaped, and he's gonna kill the thing. That does end the fight early. Wow, we are so efficient. I am so proud of that. Maybe I'm thinking of the next area, but I'm almost certain if you don't kill these guys quick enough, you get more and more of those umbral things spawning. Hey, I'm gonna believe I did well. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna carry that positivity with me. So, what I wanted to try today is hopefully not gonna be that hard to do. Yeah, I think I could do it. I just got a little bit of a peek. I'm not gonna talk to Balthazar just yet, although I probably should soon. I kind of just want to see what happens. So what I'm going to do is grab this teleporter up here, the waypoint, just so I have a spot to come back to. And then we're going to see if I can use an arrow transposition to get somewhere a little sneaky. So Shadowheart has split off from the rest of the party, overlooking this gorgeous scene of her god and one of these teleporting platforms. Normally you have to go through this area to complete a trial, to then move down to a lower area. You can also go off to the right and access all of this. I'm not saying all of this is inaccessible. I'm just going to skip to the point, so to speak, if I can. I've never tried this before. I don't know. We'll see. So I have a ton of arrows on Dungen, but a few of these precious arrows of transposition. They allow me to basically teleport to anywhere in sight as long as I can shoot an arrow down there. It is saying that some of this is too far, but no, it looks like we're good. So there is a very peculiar encounter down here at the bottom of this pit. And who better to send down than a follower of Lady Shar herself? Shadowheart. Are we good? Do I need a potion of animals speak? I intentionally didn't talk to any of the rats. Wait, what the heck is the bone effigy?
Sort of ritual circle, but not one that belongs here.
There's a rat. Okay, let me turn base. And we will drink one of those potions of animal speak. I imagine we have a ton of them. Oh, yeah, we had a ton of them.
A final warning. Offer us peace now, or be devoured.
You're no ordinary rat. None of you are.
An ordinary rat alone. But together, something more. Some remember turning away from the sun. Some remember donning a black cloak. Some remember plunging a blade into an innocent heart. But we all remember a name. Lithindor. We share who he was.
Are you telling me you're one person turned into a swarm of rats? Maybe I should have been doing a better job of pointing out just how many rats are in this place. But basically, once you get over to that waypoint, they're everywhere, kind of swarming through the entirety of the trial, too. Normally, we would attack one just for fun, and he'd be a lot less cordial. He's not that bad, dude. So are you more than one person turned into a swarm of rats?
It shouldn't be. We should be one long dead. Instead, we are many. Scurrying, hiding, surviving. We are just crumbs of a life. Harmless nothings, unless you test us. Leave us in peace.
I don't normally bargain with rats. If I let you live, what's in it for me? I don't like that one. But it's the only one that has more dialogue. I'd be walking away otherwise. I was under the impression, because these little rats are technically guarding the temple, that they could help me with that little problem Raphael was talking about. I'm going to see where one takes me. We may not like it.
There are treasures. Useless to us now, but once they had value, meaning. We hid them away, untouched for a lifetime. Keep your word, and we will reveal them to you.
All right, your lives for the treasure. You better be level with me. So as long as I don't kill a rat, I'm good?
You better be true to your word. I am small, but we are many.
Wait, what?
Now fetch your prize and leave.
What's my prize? He did want me to leave the entire area, huh? I guess I'm not going to do that, so I'm not keeping my word. Cracked Helm of Shar? Is that? Did he reveal something on the map? Because I don't think he revealed anything. One becomes many. Oh, there's a book here. In each of us is more than we are, parts and multitudes that form our thoughts, desires, nature itself. Manifold are the creatures inside you, and what you can become when you speak my words is all your parts made manifest. Your weakness can become strength if it is made legion. Quaking hearts can find courage in their numbers. The lowliest vermin can humble a Goliath if they stand as an army. And a ruin can become a kingdom for one soul made many. Speak a Tory mustag thrice. Become your finer self. All of them. Signed, Raphael?
This
Wait.
spell, it claims to divide an individual into a whole crowd.
Wait, can you do it?
Some sort of ritual circle. But
Wait.
one that belongs
There's no way we can do that. There's
some sort of
no way.
ritual.
But he didn't lead me to any treasures, did he?
Not one that belongs here.
This is just some structural thing. Well, crap. Guess we're gonna have to go fight a demon. Wonder if I'm in range to teleport to the next spot, too. If I could do that without completing the trials. It looks like that's a little bit too far. They probably thought of that. Probably like, hey, let's push that one back a little bit. I can get out of this pit super easy by going up to the teleporter. Oh, you know what? Let's go meet Balthazar, because he can give me something to make the demon fight a little bit easier. We're gonna have to do one more thing over here, though. And hopefully, momentum is on our side yet again. Oh, these are the reinforcements from before. They all made it. Okay, we're in the center of the room.
Hurry inside, or your racket is liable to.
You're the only one screaming again.
Rancid donkey scrotum! The quakes herald the shadows!
He's got a lot of
Already too late.
really colorful insults. Is that a good way of putting that? Bro, that's so sick. That's some Shadow Monk shit right there, for real. Don't you point that at me unless you mean it. All right, very similar situation to what we saw before. However, we actually have a sizable numbers advantage right now. And it seems as though only one of the enemies is currently spawned. Our party has such crazy high initiative that we're already in a great spot here. So the thing behind Asterion is going to only take one swing if we hit, and it's 100% chance to hit. Then I can have him cruise over to this one as well. Minthara's going to cast Haste to give him even more movement speed. Then Asterion's going to rip for the one in the back, cut that one down to size. If I can, I'm going to jump to the other one here. Asterion's like Fry in that episode of Futurama where he had way too much coffee. But unfortunately, he does not have one more swing. I cannot finish it off. That's so unfortunate. We once again have that Radiant Retort, so I'm going to use a ranged weapon on this guy. It's going to miss. That's okay. That's Shadowheart's turn. We're going to see... Why can't you cast anything? Why don't you have an action? That doesn't make sense. Oh, I cast Haste. I'm such an idiot. I was like, why do I have the ability to fly if I haven't done anything? Oh, no. Please excuse me. It is 4:30 in the morning right now. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. Duncan's going to shoot at the Umbral Tremor. It connects for 20 damage. Then we're going to use a Slashing Flourish yet again. This is 2 shots into the Avenger. This might be a kill. Oh, wait! Combat reset! This is a brand new combat encounter! Haste is still in play! We see Asterion move towards the Umbral Tremor and swing again! He moves back towards the same one at the top of the room, swings one more time. If you could get over there, I would be insanely impressed. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it, so Dungen is going to take over. Dungen, unfortunately, doesn't have his Slashing Flourish anymore, but what he does have is a guaranteed 100% chance to hit these objects. And we just completely cleared the encounter before anything happened. Oh my God. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to fight the demon in today's episode. I think it's going to go too long. That's a very, very long fight. But speaking to Balthazar here will be very insightful. And there's one of our best items, one of the best items in the entire game if you're trying to deal damage, is located right behind this vault door. So we're also going to have to pay that a little visit. Balthazar, how are you? Hello, I was sent here for you, remember? Colorful character. What a nice table.
Ah, the interloper. And in one piece as well. Not just any true soul would have succeeded in following my path through this place.
Annihilating the path.
You should be pleased.
I am, actually, thank you. Balthazar, I presume. Zrel sent me. She thinks you're in danger of failing your master. Wizard! I loved the comment one of you left, by the way. It was like, Duncan's been a wizard for 5 minutes, and he made it his whole personality. You fouled the name of mages long enough. I'll never let you leave this place alive. Good God. Settle down. Hey, are you doing okay down here? I was sent to help.
General Thorn. Rubbish. Everything is at hand here. Zrel merely envies the General's faith in me. I am in the midst of a grand strategy. But you're here now, and I may be able to put those limbs to work. You know what's at stake here. I take it.
Oh, there's a monk option that's pretty similar to this. You're sure you've read of a notable Balthazar before, but where? This is a history check for Bard. We can take guidance from Shadowhearts to roll a little bit higher. We rolled a 24. All we needed was a 14. So Balthazar was a relatively well-known name then.
You remember an ancient scroll rescued from an Amcathran monastery. It spoke of Balthazar, the monastic order's leader. Specifically, it recorded his death.
I recall tales of Balthazar as a monk. I must say the legends don't do you justice.
He didn't seem very legendary when I took his name.
Just took his name?
But a pile of bones. Impressive tomb, though. But enough idle chatter. Keep to the matter at hand. You do know what's at stake here, yes?
Sorry, I got a little distracted. It's pretty late. I am curious, is there any lore about who Balthazar was before he stole the name of Balthazar? I would love for that to be shared down in the comments if you know. Enlighten me. Why are we here, Balthazar?
There is a relic here, one which General Thorn desires. No.
Needs.
I will retrieve it for him, and you will help me. Ignorant you may be, you've shown some prowess in scouting and combat by making it this far.
What are the properties of this relic, magical or otherwise? So I can be of better assistance, of course. Wizard persuasion. Still gonna use our charisma, so we're still fantastic. 29.
Fine, if it'll spare me your bleating. The relic lends the general his strength, his invulnerability. It must be recovered before his enemies attempt to exploit it.
That is very tempting, isn't it? You need my help with that?
I do not need you or your help. But you are here in spite of that, so I may as well make use of you. The relic is close, but the way is barred and Shah's dead are uncooperative. Clear the path for me by blade, cunning, or whatever it takes. I will remain here until you have succeeded. Or fallen.
I'd trust this gas bag about as far as I can throw him, which isn't far. But perhaps better to play along for now.
He might be able to hear you. You have resources to spare. Could you give me something to help out our party? We need a 14 for this. We're taking friends. And that's a natty 20. Throw in a little bit of extra gold, will you?
Fine. I will assign flesh to aid you on your way. Ring this bell, and he will come. My brother is no intellectual powerhouse, but he is strong, loyal, and punctual. Should a fight turn against you, remember the bell.
I'm definitely going to take the bell.
Flesh will remain here until called. But don't fear, he has very sharp hearing. I chose his ears myself. Now, get to work.
All right, so I can call in Flesh, the level 7 golem with 236 HP. Asterian's our highest HP with a flat 100, so he is a very, very tanky boy. Speaking of Asterian, I need his shirt really fast. Dungen and him swap clothes really quick. We're going to make our way over to this vault door on the northern side here. This is a vault, so it's a bit hard to pick. We need a 30. I'm gonna try. You know what? I have a better idea. Instead of me going through all of those, I am going to cast Knock, a level 2 transmutation spell, and the vault is open. Yes! I'm a wizard! Yes! These chests are not locked, so I will help myself to the Callous Glow Ring. The wearer deals an additional 2 points of damage against creatures that are illuminated. And we're going to be equipping that onto Dungen. Previously, he was just getting an increase to his movement speed. Dungen is a ranged attacker, so he's not too close to his enemies normally. However, the radiating orbs that we spawn by attacking enemies with Shadowheart illuminate them. So we're going to be getting light on all of our enemies for free. Let's not forget I could just cast light on Asterian's weapon, and he would also illuminate everyone there too. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. We are going to take it. that's going to wrap up today's episode, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being patient with me. If you've made it to the end of the video, I assume that you care enough. My grandma's birthday was recently, and I feel like it made me relive a lot of emotions that I was recently kind of... Yeah, you know what I mean. You get where I'm going. Thank you guys for your patience. I really appreciate it. I am thoroughly enjoying this campaign, though. Honestly, it's been one of the wildest rides I have ever seen. We're going to be back again soon with another episode. Until then, thank you all for being here, and I will see you again next time. Oh, yeah, cinematic. Yeah, right through the stairs.